My baby just turned 1 and graduated from her Romer Juni car seat. And so in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to take it apart, wash it, and put it back together. So I will put chapters down below if there's a specific part you're looking for, and let's get started. Oh, and if you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I'm a car seat passenger safety technician and a mom of 3 who actually uses products and shares honest reviews from a mom's perspective. I've helped thousands of parents just like you, so if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and let me know if this video was helpful in the comments below or if you have any questions. So to start, you're gonna remove it from the base, and I'll show you how to clean the base first. So the base gets kind of dirty, and what I will often do is I will just use a hand vac on this, and then you can kind of see there's like some crumbs and stuff in there. So in general, I'll just use a mild soap like Branch Basics, and then I will just spray it on a paper towel and wipe it down. A lot of times I will clean this, like if you're not putting it away in storage like I am, I will just use this in the car. I won't even take the base out for cleaning. So this is just kind of to show you a very thorough walkthrough, and that's how you clean the base. So let's clean the car seat. I actually put the infant inserts back in because my baby just graduated from the highest setting. So I need to reset it for newborns, but if you still have the infant inserts, you can pull them out. This one's just sitting behind the strap, so you can pull that to the side. And then there's magnetic on these, you've probably discovered. Those are super easy to take off. And then you just feed through this other infant insert here. You just kind of pull it through the buckle. And that's how you take out the infant inserts. To take this one out, it's a little trickier. It's actually easier to take the buckle, so I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. But let's start by taking the canopy off. I'm going to move this handle back here. So to take the canopy off, you will see here that there is like a little strap here around the bottom. And there's also a button here that you'll push to pull it up. So I usually pull out the thing first, and then you just kind of untangle there and pull it out. And then the canopy is also Velcroed on the back, which you can easily pull off there. Now, I don't always wash the canopy, but when I do, you will take out this plastic part, which is just fed through here. With the white one, I kind of found I washed it a little bit more. And then if I'm washing it, depending on if the extension is dirty, I will unzip this and then leave it out so that gets washed as well. And just like the other materials that we'll be going through, you can actually put this in the wash on delicate with mild detergent. So I use something like Molly's Suds, and I'll link the soaps and stuff I use below. Now to take the seat fabric off, what you're gonna wanna do is turn the car seat upside down, and you're going to unhook the straps here. So it's just really easy. And then you'll feed them through there. And then you're also gonna wanna take off the buckle, or the crotch buckle. So you're gonna just turn this in and just kind of push it in there. This is actually an easier car seat to take apart. I've done a lot, and this one's pretty easy. So then once that's here, you're just gonna pull that off. Now, this can be machine washed along with the other materials, but this one cannot be. So what you can do is just with a wet paper towel or a washcloth, you can wipe it down and clean it that way. None of the harnesses can be put in the washing machine, so just keep that in mind. Now, to remove the seat cover, you're actually gonna start by going around. So this one, you can just kind of see here, there's like a little strap, just like there was earlier. And you're gonna feed through this buckle here. And you're gonna go around your strap there. And then you also can see here, we have another little strap. You're just gonna pull down on that. And this one you're just gonna pull out. So you pull and it kind of pops out like that. It makes a popping sound. And then again, you're just gonna go around this part and just keep moving in an upward direction. You can see here that there's another little strap that goes around these little grooves there. And then you go around to the other side and the same thing, stretch it around the canopy there. And then that same button, you're just gonna pull and it pops right out. And then unstrap this part. And then I do find for these parts where the buckle goes across, or the seatbelt goes across, it's better to start from this end. So then you kind of just pull it that way. Now, you're gonna wanna feed your straps through. So this is where you unhook them in the back. You'll pull them through here, and then you're just gonna feed the buckles through on the other side. So you'll leave your harnesses actually on the car seat. You won't take those off. But then you see this part right here, you just kind of have to feed the plastic part through. Something that's really cool that Romer did with the cover here is they actually put the cleaning instructions on the back so you'll never forget. So you're gonna machine wash cold on a delicate cycle with mild soap. So again, I'll use Branch Basics or Molly's Suds, which I'll link below. And then something that is so unique about this car seat compared to others is you can tumble dry on low. What makes that amazing is if your baby has a blowout and you have to go to somewhere that evening, you can actually get this car seat cleaned. Most you have to air dry. What I will say though is if I have the choice, I will air dry it. Unless I'm in a hurry, then I'll throw it in the dryer. I will say I will always air dry like the smaller harness covers, but that's what you'll do. So let's go wash this up and then I'll come back and show you how to put it back together. Also, I should mention when it comes to cleaning the shell of the car seat, you never want to submerge it. So what you're just gonna wanna do is take a damp cloth and a mild soap. So again, like the ones I mentioned that I used for the base, and you'll just wipe it down. You never wanna remove the foam or the harnesses, and you will be surprised what a baby wipe will do when it comes to getting spit off the harnesses. Saying this from a mom of 3, you never want to submerge your buckles or your car seat at any time. So now that we're done cleaning the covers, it's time to put them back together. So what I will do is I actually like to untwist the harness straps here because that's kind of one of the more tricky parts of putting it back together so they're ready to go. And then I just lay the car seat cover on here. And so I like to work in reverse. So I'll work from the top of the car seat. And so I'll just kind of put it around here, feed through the canopy straps. Something that is great about car seat cleaning, you just kind of put it back around the plastic. It's very intuitive there, which is really nice. And then you have these buttons here. But what I'm going to do actually before I do the buttons is I'm going to come through and feed through the harness strap. So right here is where you're going to want to put them. So this is where the crotch buckle is. And then obviously you'll feed back through on this side. So making sure it's not twisted. I'm going to feed through the harness straps right here on the side. And you just kind of go in sideways. Same here with the buckles. Pull through. Okay, and again, you just want to make sure it's not twisted. So I can see that it's not twisted there. And I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, so now that I have them through and I know they're not twisted, I will go on ahead and finish putting the rest of the car seat together. Now, for my purposes, I'm actually getting ready to put this car seat in storage, so I'm gonna set it back down to the lowest setting. But if you're still using this car seat with your baby, you're gonna wanna take this opportunity to get your baby in the correct harness strap. So what you're gonna wanna do is once you get this harness cover on, is you'll actually put your baby in and see where the appropriate position is to put your crotch buckle as well as your harnesses. So for rear facing, you're gonna want it to be at or just below your baby's shoulders. So you'll put them in and then you'll be able to get that proper fit. And it's just a really good opportunity to do that. Okay, so going back around, I'm gonna start by going in the reverse here. So again, just putting that through where the buckle strap goes and stretching it. This is always the hardest part. Just kind of have to stretch. Perfect. And now that I have that, it's really easy to go in here and you can see there's a little groove there and I'm just gonna stretch this to there. And that's good now. And then don't forget to come back here and push in that button there. Just pops in so you hear a click. And then same thing here, you have that strap. You're just gonna push that under here. Pull that around. Feed through your little harness tightener. Right there. Go over on this side. So we're gonna come back through and start on the buckle again on this side. Stretch here around the harness buckle and then remember to come back in and pop that in. Perfect. And then this one goes on that little groove there. Perfect. And then coming back around here and just tucking it under along with this strap. You just want to make sure that this goes under so it stays in position. And now you have your seat cover back on, and that was not too hard. So now what I'm going to do is I want to position it correctly for my baby. So put your baby in, get that proper positioning, and then you'll know which hole to feed it through. So I'm going to go back to the lowest setting because I'm resetting this for my baby. And so what I like to do is I like to get make sure they're not twisted, right? So you'll kind of hypothetically do it like you're going to have your baby in it. And so you'll turn it, and I like to buckle it here in the right position so I know, okay, nothing's twisted. And then you'll feed through the proper hole. And you can pull it through on the other side. And then feed through this one. And then you'll just pull it through on the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn my car seat upside down. And this car seat's nice. There's no bar you have to be careful to go under, so you're just gonna find where the strap is and making sure nothing's twisted. You'll just push it in and tuck it in there and there. So actually I'm going in on the littler setting. So for the younger babies, I'm actually gonna put mine here. But if your baby is like mine was closer to 1 year of age, you'll probably use the longer ones. Whatever gets you the best position for your baby. There you go. Now it's time to do the crotch buckle. So you're just gonna feed this one back through. Protector there. And I'm actually gonna put it on the second setting. So you're just gonna feed that through here. And this part actually doesn't go through. This part is the only one that does. So then you'll push that one through, and just like before, you just want to pull it through, and then it's like that. So you won't push the gray part through. So now to reinsert your infant inserts, you're going to start with the one that goes on the bottom, and you're just going to feed the crotch buckle and the harness cover for the crotch buckle through this hole. And the biggest thing you want to do is actually making sure your car seat's still not twisted. So you'll feed that right there. And the same thing for right here. You could even use those nice magnetic buckle holders too to help make sure it's in the right position while you're putting your inserts in. And then you're just going to want to insert this one behind, and it should go between that and that. So you put that. You can see you're right about where your chest straps are, and then you can just buckle it to kind of keep everything in place and not be twisted. And then you can tighten it here. And then the final step before you move to the canopy is you're actually going to put these little harness covers on, and I'm just going to go on ahead and put them right there. They're magnetic, so they're very easy to do. And there you go. So to put the canopy on, I'm going to re-zip in the extension there. And you have to feed through your plastic part. So if you didn't clean this part, it's very simple. So the trick for putting this back in your car seat correctly is actually, you'll see these knobs here will click really easily in and be secure. If it doesn't, like if it pulls out, it means you have it in the wrong way. So this helps you when it comes to putting your canopy on. I cannot tell you the number of times that I have put this on wrong. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna feed it through here around the front until it pops out on the other end. So what I'm gonna do is just Velcro this part on the back here, just like that. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna wrap this portion around this hook and then slide this in until you hear it pop. And so you can see that's the button that releases it, but that's where you'll want it to be. And you can go on the other side and do the same thing. So you're gonna wanna feed this through, pop it in, and wrap that around there, making sure it's right there. And then you can kind of readjust in the back here. And now your car seat is clean and ready to be used with your baby. If you have any questions, please be sure to ask them below. I'll also link the manual because that is a great source to find information in the description. Please be sure to subscribe and like this video, and thank you so much for watching.